Last match of the Pro Panja League ranking tournament.
Arm wrestling fans all over the world have always been having these debates, these questions, discussions, and also hopes around the fact as to when arm wrestling will be mainstream, when will we be able to watch it on television. Our guest today has been working extensively towards that goal with a very clear and strong vision, one step at a time. Mr. Parveen Dabas, how are you doing, sir?
Great. Thank you, Pradeep. Always great to be on your show, and congrats on all the very good work you're doing.
So, if you guys would like to know more about the film background, the producing, the directing, and acting in film industry, and how Parveen Dabas started Pro Panja League, he's the owner of biggest arm wrestling league in India and probably Asia and maybe in the future all over the world as well. So you should definitely check out this podcast that we did almost 7 8 months ago. It was an amazing podcast, and today we are going to discuss that how can the North American fans of arm wrestling watch arm wrestling on television. It is something very new. Not many people may have seen it before. So please tell us something about that, sir. How did that happen?
Well, we've done a deal for our Gwalior event already, our ranking tournament, which just happened with the Willow TV. And Willow TV is the home of, now Indian fans, of course, will know this more, cricket fans. It's the home of the Indian Premier League in North America. And all of your NRIs and your South Asia cricket fans are watching it there. Of course, even arm wrestling fans can subscribe to Willow TV and watch the Pro Panja League over there and see some amazing arm wrestling content. Which of course happened in front of Gwalior Fort, which in itself is the kind of location and everything really made it very different from what arm wrestling fans are usually used to. So this Willow TV is exclusive. The content is exclusively available in North America right now, America, Canada, Mexico, I think as well, and so North America, and anybody can subscribe to Willow TV. It is playing from September 16th for the next 2 weeks. We have a 1 hour slot of the prelims, and we have 2 hour slot of the finale, which happened at the Fort. Which will be playing on repeats as well for the next 2 weeks. So we are great to partner with Willow TV as they're promoting arm wrestling and the Pro Panja League, within the next couple of weeks as well. And we look forward to a really good, productive relationship with them.
Yeah, amazing. I would definitely like to know when did this partnership, this collaboration happen? Was it decided before the actual event on 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of July? Or was it after the success of the tournament as we saw? So when exactly did that collaboration happen?
No, it was agreed upon before. They had already seen some of our other content, like our Mumbai show or Goa show, and they really liked what we were doing. So we had been in talks with them, and we agreed to work together on this Gwalior event as well.
Okay. So you mentioned the date from 16th of September. So from today to about till the end of this month. So are there some fixed timings on the
There
television?
are
When can
some
they
fixed
tune in?
timings. I if you can show them, I'm sure you can show them now.
Yeah.
There are fixed timings, and so you can see them here. And there's a lot of different timings. So if you miss one, you can watch it again at a different time suitable to you, or watch it again 2 3 times. I think it is great watchable content, and you can watch it again and again.
Yeah, yeah. If you watch it again, it is definitely going to be better for the TRP of their show. So there is one thing about India, specifically Indian sports and Indian culture, that we like to spread the positivity of our culture and our sports. We have seen that multiple times. I almost every day see some funny videos of people now playing gully cricket in Dubai. People are playing gully cricket in Dubai, and in Canada also. I talked with world champion Ryan SP, world champion arm wrestler, and he was also saying that that the cricket is getting crazy over here in Canada. Like the provinces are thinking about
Yeah,
making cricket pitches and whatnot.
yeah.
So the same thing is in arm wrestling as well. Yes, it is the same sport, but slightly different if we talk about the culture, how we approach the sport. So it is also going to be an amazing thing. So guys, please tune into Willow TV, subscribe to that channel. Arm wrestling getting on television has always been a dream of not only the arm wrestling fans but also the elites of the world. So what do you think that India has to offer, or to somehow show something new to the entire arm wrestling world from this Pro Panja League Willow TV collaboration?
I think if you see the way we've been presenting it, has been very different, for lack of a better word. Especially the locations, how we make the location as part of the event. And we have always believed, arm wrestling is a big sport. And we want to present it that way. We want to give it a big stage. If you saw our Mumbai event, it happened with the Gateway of India and the Taj Hotel in the background. Our Goa event happened on top of a casino boat. Now, the Gwalior event has happened in front of the Gwalior Fort, which is huge. It's one of the biggest forts in India. It wasn't easy getting permission of it, and we're very grateful to the Archaeological Survey of India for granting us permission and giving us having the confidence, and very grateful to the Gwalior Arm Wrestling Federation, especially Mr. Keshav Pandey, all the help he did, and the Indian Arm Wrestling Federation, President Hashim Zabit, and everybody there. Everybody worked together to make this event a huge success. So that is, one of the things how we are presenting it differently, right? Is putting it in front of these different locations. Even if you see the clothes the athletes are wearing, right? We kind of started, the whole look and feel and uniform, sports uniform of athletes. So it is, the whole look and feel, because it is a sport which we, like we said, needs to be broadcast, right? Which is happening now. So as a broadcast sport, you really need to approach things differently. We're not just looking at streaming, right? Though streaming is a great, revenue stream, of course, for a lot of people right now. But and we are looking, we're looking at that as well. But broadcast is where you really reach out to the masses. We don't just want to reach out to the arm wrestling community. Of course, they are our base fans. We're very grateful to them. But we want to really have this sport reach out to the masses, and that is where broadcasters like Willow TV come in, where they already have a base of cricket fans, of like IPL, Indian Premier League cricket fans. They're already showing it to them, so people are already subscribed to that channel, for that purpose. And now they're starting to include other sports, like Pro Panja League and arm wrestling. So that's great, so that people, we can kind of ride on the back of, a sport which already has a much bigger following, and that's how you grow, right? And reach out to a much bigger and wider audience. And I do hope that North American fans who are not cricket fans also, but watching your show, subscribe to Willow TV to watch some amazing content from the Pro Panja League.
Yeah. And it is very important, guys, because when we subscribe, because they are going to know if they started broadcasting arm wrestling from the 16th, and on the 16th, 17th, 18th, these dates, lots of people subscribe to Willow TV. They're going to know that they changed something. They started broadcasting arm wrestling, and people are getting interested in arm wrestling. So we are going to see more of that in the future. And you mentioned something about the T-shirts.
I'm sure you'll put the link
Yeah.
to Willow TV here as well.
For sure. And you were mentioning about the T-shirts. This was the first time I saw something like that. You had different T-shirts for the prelims and different for the finals. Yeah, and almost 700 people were there. Everyone getting a T-shirt. For registration fees was less than $2, and everyone was getting a T-shirt worth much more than that. So definitely, when you want to grow the sport right from the grassroots, you have to.
They didn't just get the T-shirt.
Free accommodation as well.
They did get free accommodation, food, and of course, quite a few of them, not all of them, but some of the past guys who have been there before, quite a few of them did get travel as well.
Yeah.
So there is a large amount we spent so that the athletes didn't have to spend, because our whole purpose is making the athletes, we want to give to the athletes. We don't want to be taking from them. We don't want them to be having to spend. Of course, that won't happen overnight in any sport. When you're growing up, there's an investment, right? If you're playing tennis, you have to buy the tennis, you have to travel to places. All of that is an expense that you have to do, or any other sport for that matter. Initially, it's only afterwards that it starts paying off, right? But in our prelims, we have tried to make that expense as less as possible, or nothing almost.
Yeah.
So the athletes, the only thing they had to pay for was, and train travel is not that expensive, as we know, as well. A lot of our the star athletes were flown down. Quite a few of the others were given train travel as well. So we are, like I said, trying to make sure that the athletes can focus on the competition and not have to worry about the registration fees and having to come and this and that and pay and all of that. So we did try to make sure that everything was taken care of. Of course, there's always a learning. I'm not saying we did an amazing job, but I think we did a pretty good job having done all of that for them.
Yeah. And this is why I truly, truly respect the vision that you are having for this sport of arm wrestling and your Pro Panja League, our Pro Panja League. And because Indians already know that, to the American audience and European audience, Asian audience as well, I like to ask this in a form of a question. Like, when was the last time you heard something like that? 700 people, accommodation for them for free, travel for many of them free, t-shirts for all of them free, food for all of them free, with just a registration fees of less than $2. So this clearly shows that when you want to grow the sport from grassroots, you have to spend a lot of money in doing that and expect no returns, at least in the beginning. And this is what not many people are willing to do, but you clearly have shown that vision. And now I'd like to talk about one final topic, the 100 million view thing, the poster that we saw. Like, even I would have not thought about it up to maybe 4 or 5 months ago. It seemed like an impossible thing. So how did Pro Panja League achieve that in just a couple of months, maybe 100 million views?
I'll be very frank with you. We're very humbled and grateful to all the fans who tuned in and gave us those views. And quite frankly speaking, right after Gwalior, I didn't think we would be able to achieve that so soon and so fast. But having said that, we of course tried our level best, right? We did everything, and we have had a learning curve. As you rightly said, our Mumbai event had some great footage, but it wasn't put out there for various reasons. Like I've discussed with you, we had a deal with somebody else, so we were not able to put it out. We still need to put out some of those fights, so we didn't utilize that footage to the maximum, right? This time we wanted to make sure that we did, right? So we had, if you saw, I think we had like 20 cameras, apart from the 10 cameras, like 2 on every table. We had, 5 tables, 2 on every table. Apart from that, Nikon team, of course, was superb. We had the Nikon team covering. We had some of our own guys, covering the event. So we had a lot of coverage of all the fights. We had a lot of content and BTS. We're going to be coming out with a BTS video very soon. So we started putting that out very soon, and some of the videos just started going viral. People, it just shows that you put out the right kind of content, people like it, and they pick it up, and it starts going viral. All our Instagram or YouTube and Facebook, we've had quite a few videos on those go viral and be viewed by millions and millions of people. And like I said, we're very grateful. Touch wood, and we hope we want it to keep continuing. We're still working very hard. Every day we plan on what we're going to be coming out with, and whatnot, and how to position it. And of course now, Willow TV is coming out with the semifinals and finals, which haven't been shown yet. So if you want to watch the semifinals and finals, tune into Willow TV in North America.
So where else we would be able to watch these semifinals and finals? Will they be uploaded on YouTube as well?
Right now, I'm not going to mention that. Right now, whoever wants to watch it, can watch it on Willow TV for the next 2 weeks.
Right. So
Yeah.
at least not for 1 month. At least this is what what I can guess. So definitely you should watch it over there. And the best thing that I always keep on mentioning is that the guys who were expected to give those viral videos, they are the one who are giving those viral videos. So it is not by luck, by any chance. We knew that those people could get viral and they went viral. So there is no luck in that. I think they are going to be producing these viral videos in the future as well. And I think I remember maybe a couple of months ago or less than that, 5 6 weeks ago, I made a community post on my YouTube page and I said that it will be impossible for any country to compete in terms of views on videos, to compete with India. It will be impossible for them by the end of 2022. And some people are saying, no, you must be joking. And that time I think is already about to arrive. Like India has taken off in these last 3 4 months.
Yeah, so again, like I said, we're very grateful to the fans who are viewing our content and liking it. See, a lot of times there's debates on content. Some guys, have indulged in showmanship, would get some views, which is great. Chetna's videos have gone viral. Quite a few other videos have got a lot of views on them as well. So we are developing a series of heroes and watchable stars, right? Because that is what it comes down to, that when you start broadcasting live, your athletes have to be, the game has to be watchable also, right? So people are getting used to watching our content and, in a big way. And like you rightly said, there are some athletes whose videos have gone viral and some athletes we didn't even think, like the very first video that went viral was actually from the college pro Panja match, so that has about 7 million views on it. So that's the first video that we put out and which went viral.
Yeah.
So did that lead to more people coming on and watching other videos and this and that? I don't know. But, at the end of the day, like I said, we have the analytics to back up everything, and we're very happy and we want to keep going with this. We've still got a lot of content which we're putting out, a lot of matches. As you rightly said, there's 700 players. So a lot of matches happen, so we're still putting out a lot of that content. So there's a lot still to watch too on Pro Panja League, on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So still a lot of content coming up.
And I'm going to make another prediction right now. Like I watched the Pro Panja League YouTube page on 3rd of August. It had 15,000 subscribers, and from then till now, 1.5 months later, I think it is over 55,000 subscribers. So
Close
I think
to 60, close to 60 now. Yeah.
okay, close to 60,000. So I think I can say that with confidence that maybe Pro Panja League is the next channel to reach 1 million subscribers. Arm wrestling channel. The closest arm wrestling channel right now who has not reached 1 million is Devon Larratt. I think he's almost 500k subscribers. But I think Pro Panja is going to reach there to that milestone before Devon.
Well, all I can say is aapke muh mein ghee shakkar. Your English fan may not understand that, but I'm sure you can translate that
Yeah.
for them, and touch wood that they would understand. So, we want to keep going, and we want to just put out a great content. We want to include, of course, we want to include our North American and European and Middle Eastern brothers and sisters going ahead. This is going to be a very big global platform going ahead. And of course, we wanted to start with India. We needed to raise the standard of arm wrestling in India. And if you see the standard at the Pro Panja League ranking tournament here in Gwalior was very high. There were a lot of athletes who you thought would have won but didn't. And there were a lot of surprising semifinals as well. Athletes like Stevie Thomas or Jagdish Barua, just coming out of nowhere. Stevie, of course, lost to Rahul, but he beat Akash Kumar, right? Those were surprising. Jagdish, who had lost to Samir, came back and beat him. So, and many more such, fights and guys, who came out, which is underlines again our motto, which is "Aapki kismat, aapke haath." Your hands make your future. You come here, and it is all on how hard you train, how hard you focus, mental game as well. If you see some of the matches, they were not just one on strength and technique, but also mental toughness and strategy as well. Some athletes really strategize very well. So, athletes are really understanding that to be on the top of the game and to be on top of the rankings, you always need to bring something extra to the table.
Right. So I think that's about it. Thank you very much for joining. And guys, please subscribe to Pro Panja League on YouTube. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Please subscribe to Willow TV if you are from Canada, USA, or Mexico. Arm wrestling will be there on television starting tonight. And thank you very much. And I think we can end this interview with any final message that you have for our viewers.
Again, I just want to thank everybody for the love and support they've given Pro Panja League. We are trying to get better and better every event, every tournament as we go along, and we have lots of great stuff for the Indian fans, Asian fans, and the world fans, and start to bring together the global athletes onto the Pro Panja League platform. So thanks a lot. Thanks, Pradeep, for inviting me again.
Thank you. And one more thing, guys, those 100 million views are from tournament format. People say that tournaments are not as exciting as super matches. We have not utilized the super matches yet or mega matches. Those all 100 million views are from tournament format. So with the final note, आपकी किस्मत आपके हाथ, Pro Panja League. Thank you very much.